Gotta go get my microphone. No, be better. Welcome. I don't know who's in here yet, so if you said hey, I'm gonna say hey to you. But I haven't gotten to you yet. Yo, yo, yo. Calvin in the building. Miss Heaven in the building. Who else in here? We back. Holy smokes, the chat is populating already. What up? CJ Crafts in the building. How you doing? How you doing? CJ's a friend of the channel. Heather B's a friend of the channel. Dad's Workshop. Calvin is in here. Mike is making stuff. Man, it's packed. Runic is it? Man, this is crazy. Blowing my mind. Yo. That's what's happening. Mike and Calvin got the best thing going right now on the shorts. I cannot wait to see this continue. Yeah, we haven't been wood wars over here. All right, but check out both of their channels to see these shorts. Hilarious, hilarious. Sam Young, how you doing? How are you? Today, doing more of these. Really, doing this one. And right while you were gone, I got involved again on this. Let me take this off. It's a little distracting. I got a little involved, and I decided that I wanted to tackle the weirdness that this rounded dowel is going to leave me on the head of our mallet, because the opening is square, right? And I was like, you know, cut some shims, and these are all of the wedges that I'm going to use for this, but I'm going to use them all, and I'm never done this before, but I'm really interested in what that's going to look like. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and cut this down. I think this is dry enough that we can put some tools to it. First thing we're going to do is just take it apart, and then we'll start cutting our angles for our mallet face. And I got an idea about that too. Got an idea about that. It may, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see towards the end. We'll see. Mike says he's getting some merch over there at the channel. He says, what it do? That's kind of Mike's intro when he pulls up on you. It's like Arthur Fonzarelli when he's like, hey. That's Mike. What it do? Mike was on his channel the other day. I ain't letting this go, Mike. He was over there disrespecting King of the Hill. And he said some things about Peggy that, you know what I'm saying? That you shouldn't even say on the internet, Mike. I'm calling you out, bro. You're out of pocket. You're out of line. What's up, Matthew? How you doing? How you doing? I'm definitely going to be doing some merch. I mean, Jesus, when you've got a graphics art background, you should probably do some merch, right? Maybe I'll do shirts and screen print suspenders on them. White t-shirts with screen printed suspenders. I'm doing it. If you steal it, somebody, I'm suing you. Copyright Bristol, 2025. Matthew says, I'm better than yesterday, but I'll be better tomorrow. That's the hope, buddy. That is the hope. Yep, y'all have BCJ. Okay, I'll go with it. All right, so see how we just stack this stuff. It's no big deal. Put them together. This is how a lot of people build this style of mallet. No big. Right? But of course I use these slats. They have these rounded tops on them, so I gotta flatten that out. We can do that with the plane, or we can do it with power tools. I don't know which yet, but I am gonna go ahead and cut my angle off of this, and then we gotta sand off that. I think I had some glue on one of our clamps and just smashed it in there, and that was dumb. So we gotta get that off of there too. Let's do some of it over there. You guys can come with. Don't forget to hit the likes if you love me. If you don't, then you know, it's cool. Be who you are. Be the hater you was born to be. Alright, so what are we gonna do is gonna put some sort of angle on this thing. We all know in the little woodworking community what we're talking about. That'll give us just a little bit more turn so that when that mallet comes down on stuff, it takes into account the fact that it's swinging on a pendulum sort of. So that'll allow you to strike it square in that motion. All right. Or I could not know what I'm talking about. You can look it up. Now that's what we ultimately going to do, is cut that off, end up with a square head. But now that we've got that angle, we're going to have it again over here on this side, and we just go opposite, and that'll let us do what we want to do. Oh snap, I'm supposed to flip that over, but I can't because I got that hard on there. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to have to copycat that angle. And we'll use this piece to be sure that we go the right way, right? We'll move it over. We'll put our piece on our fence. It'll be opposite. But the other thing is, and I'll show you this just so you'll understand what I'm saying. That's the angle we want. We'll put that against the fence. And then we don't have to parallel it to the blade. All of this stuff is the same lines. These are all parallel to each other. So if we go there to that line and just use that as a guide, Look, we just follow that a little bit. Boom. Tighten it up right there. It's got an adjustment for a reason. Get that out of the way. And now we've got that same angle, but over here. Bada boom. I'm gonna sit you right here because I don't want you to get hurt. I love you. I want you safe. Oh snap. Do you see the problem? Do you see my problem? That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit my piece. I don't have the same clearance over there. So we just come over to this side. Flip it this way. Alright, here we go. Amish slick rig. Here. Did not like that. I missed the top of that board. Just barely. Barely. What am I doing? I'm doing me. Alright. That is cutting hair off of it. That's what we call it in construction, we say. Why don't you just cut a hair off that? Knock the line off. Something like that, we'd say. You know, tough guy. Except the tough guys are building Care Bear hearts. Yay! Okay. So now we got somewhat of a mallet head. We can see it now. This is decorative, and you know, this is intentional. These knots. That glue button is not. I'm gonna get rid of it. Gotta get rid of it. This is really soft wood. So it's easy to scratch up. I'll deal with that later. I think now is an important time to decide how we're going to flatten this off, and second, how we're going to flatten the top. I think I want to put a little curvature to the top, but I don't know if that'll be too much with the curvature of the heart and all that stuff. The contrast might be a thing. Might be a thing. And in truth, it looks like I'm a little bit off center too. At least that heart, I probably need to hit it about right there. To my eyes, that looks like the middle. Let's do it. Let's get that monkey off of our back. Right now. Back. Let's take a pinch. I know you want to come with me, and I want you here by my side. I need to sleep back. Now, one of my favorite things is a perfectly cut, straight, parallel piece of wood. That means my saw is accurate. That's all you need, is an accurate tool if you're tool reliant. Like me. And I could cut this straight across the top. I don't want to. I think I'd rather hit it with the plane and just knock it down. I don't know. The bottom though, I'm a little concerned about. I don't want to use a table saw. It's so much. It's so much to do. But I might. for your sake, I might. Because the other options are me sanding this down. And who's got time for that? And sucking in dust. Alright, table saw it is. Motor scoop is solid. You set you up. Come with me. Come with me. Workshopping. Run crazy. Now. West does the table saw. Alright. You will see lots of table saw sleds. This is the simplest, easiest thing ever, and I've never needed another one. I've built cabinets, kitchen tables, bathrooms, vanities with this one little jig. Took me about 20 minutes to make. I'll make another one and I'll post it sometime. But it works perfect. People do too much, man. I do get the convenience of some stuff, but sometimes people do too much. Lay the blade up over here on this table saw. Make sure that I'm getting proper height, including my sled height, right? So I need to make sure I'm doing that. That's another reason why you don't want super thick, big sled, because it's going to use up some of this height. This thing's going to max out at some point. All right. Now, the other thing about this that's amazing to me. Now, this ain't my idea, but I don't know where I got it from. Right? I just glued down 120 grit sandpaper right here. This is a 45 degree. It's absolutely a 45. I don't have to even think about it, right? If I line something up with this, it comes off that sled. I go over that blade and I got a perfect 45. I don't need anything else. I don't think I've ever cut anything else, any other angle on this particular saw. If I do need to, like in this case, that edge isn't square, so I can't rest it up against there and then get a straight line, right? But this sandpaper, you see what I'm saying? I just line up with the edge of my sled, parallel, wherever I want to cut. It's going to hold it right there, and I just push it through. So we're going to start with the back, the bottom, because you know, you always do the part you can't see first, just in case you muck it up. And all I'm doing, getting the same reveal all the way along my sled, right? And you could do lines and stuff on the sled too, I would imagine. You just don't have to. And if you build a table like I built a table for your table saw, make sure you put your power button and your shut off right here where you can hit it with your leg, hands free. It's a gruesome thing to think about why you need to do that, but it's an important thing to be aware of. Why you absolutely need to do that. So we're going to knock off some of this, and here we go. Keep my material held tight while I do that. Now, I'm notorious for sneaking up on cuts. I'm going to sneak up on this one too. I'm going to hit it just a little bit because you see I'm just at the very bottom and I just need these square. But I don't want to leave grooves in here like what I've got right here. So, one more little pass. Just barely going to be touching that blade this time. And I'm going to pull back. Get my blade started. Once I'm full speed, I'll just push through real slow. As soon as that cut's done, my knee's done, we got flat wood, baby. Now we got to do the top. And again, we got design here, so we want to be able to sit it on something. We can sit the flat side here on this side. Good. 2 is up. See if we can get that reveal set. Show you. See what I'm saying? We just want that reveal the same on both sides. Once we got that, I'm not even going to adjust it because that's how good that sandpaper will hold that material in place. This is a hack, ladies and gentlemen. Don't sleep on it. Alright. Little adjustment. Over on to that. I always assume that as soon as I turn this blade on, it's going to throw all of my wood back at me and murder me. That's how cautious you need to be. There we go. Success. All right, let's take it over here and make it look like something. Ugh. I still almost feel like it should be a little bit stubbier, like a little shorter. I don't know. That we can do after the fact. But right now, in a perfect position. Start popping this bad boy together for real, for real. And then we'll shave the top of it with the plane and all that stuff. Yeah, it's cute, right? It's gonna be cute. So, real quick, I'm a little bit obsessive, a little bit compulsive, and I'm not gonna be able to tolerate this in this elongated shape. I need it. If it got smaller this way, it needs to get narrower that way. I need my proportions right. So, we're gonna do that right now. Just keep it the same angle we had it. Knock off the bottom of the rubber. It's insane. That's all I'm taking off on one side. That you can't even see. So disrespectful. Alright, I'm gonna hit this other side too, right? Yeah, drop it on the ground. What's going on? Change the angle. proportions matter. You know it's true. Yeah, D-Sham, how you doing? We're working on a mallet. I'm sorry, Chad. I've been ignoring all of you. I'm sorry. Shadow Titan, Miller, Franklin, El Sauces, how you doing? Chevy 5-Speed, Matthew, Mike. Man, I appreciate all of y'all being there. Let me see what everybody's saying. Seriously, I missed the double XL Chalupa more than I should. That thing's perfect. The regular Chalupa doesn't compare like King's Sleep. Like, I still check the menu. Chevy's 5-Speed is in here doing commercials. Dang, Mike says you put mayo on stuff. What? Mike, how dare you? I put mayo on everything. If I had one condiment to put on a hot dog, no joke, I'm choosing mayonnaise. It's weird, I don't know. I developed that as an adult. When I was a kid, I didn't even like mayonnaise. Something changed in me. I'm a different man than I was. I'm sorry, we got all the way away from the woodworking. No wonder I got 200 people in here and 20 likes. Because I'm running my lips. Oh, shut up. Look at me, I'm sanding. I'm doing it real hard, boss. Please. Please. Get a link. I gotta get this out of here. Ugh. Already taken in. Dirty red scoundrel. Oh, I'm gonna have to sand it off. I don't trust my chisel on that. I just don't. Not without at least it sitting in a cradle, something that I can hold it in. Let's figure it out. I can certainly do it. Let me lock it down. Let me lock it down. See what I mean right here? That's what I mean right there. How am I going to deal with it? I got a tool. Oh, my little oscillating sander went weird on yesterday, didn't it? Alright. This thing is way too harsh. Way too harsh. We gotta do it. Oh my God. I can't tell you how gentle I was being. All the way down into that far foot movement. That sucked. Wish I'd seen this first. Yes, I'm gonna have to go against the grain because I gotta knock off a bunch of wood to fix that gouge. That was not good. Yeah. Always take it off. And always put it back, Jack. I think we ended up with something good just now. I think we got Gucci. Alright. I think that's the only big blemish we got to concern ourselves with. The next thing we got to do is get our chamfers everywhere around this thing so that we've got that before we go into the assembly. And I'm thinking it's a heart-shaped mallet. It maybe should get nice round corners here. So I'm gonna chamfer it, and then I'm gonna round it with the sandpaper. That's how I have to do it. I don't have a skill set or tool that can do the. Oh, I do have a router table. Let me do that. I'm not gonna get into that monster today. Y'all know who I always love to bring to the party. This little booger. This bad boy right here. So this is a chamfer plane jig that I made. It looks like something that Fat Albert and the gang might have put together back in the day, but it works. Works so good. Works so goddamn good. I'm gonna put a pretty heavy chamfer on this. Now you notice I'm not going all the way through to the end because I'll blow out this wood. I'm just going about 3/4 of the way, right? And then I'm gonna stop and I'm just pulling off because I'm gonna have to turn and come back this way so I don't blow out that end or this end, right? And kind of a universal tool. You don't have to do much adjusting. Just find the corner again and it'll do it. Again, go this way, go into the corner. I need to tighten that down a little more. But we go into the corner so we don't blow it out. Stop shy. So we know this is not the best wood that we got right here. So we gotta be smart about how to put it together. And we gotta protect our corners. The roots we have, that is decent for this little plane. I mean, this is a $4 plane and a free hand-built dealie right there. So that's a good situation over here. Put our clamp back on this side so we can do the other side. Dylan's just doing some carving while I watch. Hey, how you doing, Dylan? This is who I'm answering the challenge for the heart contest. Y'all should go over to Dylan's Handmade Woodworking page and sign up if you're interested. There's no, I don't know if there's a prize or anything. It's just basically a lot of people that get to try to make something with a similar theme, and it's a challenge and it'll be interesting. So sign up, you'll go see some really interesting carpentry and woodworking and crafting that'll come out of that. And sir, if you want to put your links up, feel free. Feel free. these little chamfer planes, it only lets you go so far. And it won't let you go any further. And it will let you get the exact same depth all the way around. Now up here, because of the heart, I don't want to bump into it with this thing. So I'm going to do that by hand. Probably either with a chisel or with sandpaper after I do all the rest of it. Now, also when I flip this over, I'm going to have to rest it on something. So brought back our heroes from last night's adventures. Or was that this morning? I don't know. And we'll go ahead and lock this down. We don't necessarily need the protection in this situation because we don't have a finish on this side yet. Same thing. Slap that in. It's going to lock in with the magnets. Push and don't go to the end. It's the only rule. Keep it on the corner. Cut you free. Like the truth. I said, the truth will set you free. The sled set your woodworking free, baby. What is gangbusters? What is gangbusters, and why is it so notoriously successful that they use it in day-to-day slang? What is that? Somebody got to have a history on the gangbusters. Whatever that is. Tearing stuff up bad. Yo, you gotta adjust it. Look at that. We get all kinds of tear out. Pause. Let's get some flathead screwdriver. Make some necessary adjustments, as the English say. Because there's too much aluminum in this screw. Aluminum. How do they say that? Aluminum. This could be time to work on this thing, but I'm not going to do it in this moment. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to do it in this moment. Let me just put it together like it should be. Get it nice and decently tight so we can get back to work. Fortunately, this is not a particularly hardest wood here, so you don't have to be ridiculously sharp. And that is kind of the thing about these little bitty baby planes. Is the adjusting of these things is also micro and a little bit cumbersome. That thing is going to be where you put it, and you ain't going to move it again until you take this thing apart again. So let's see how we did. Better. So what we'll do, good thing we're doing that round mower, that'll fix that. Got this stuff up top. Or is that down low? Is that the bottom? I can't see it. Yeah, it's the top. Got chamfer in there. Back, don't let it go all the way over. Let it go all the way out the front. Flip it. Ugh. This is the cheapest wood, my friend. I'll do this again. I think I might do something a little. Let's see how it works out. Keep from using some material from Mallet plenty. They do work. This wood seems weirdly chippy. Chippy. Okay, not bad. By my measure, I think I got 2 more sides to do with the plane, and then we can move on to everything else that it takes to finish this, which is, I think the next thing is going to be the I got enough space for that? I got enough space. The next thing is going to be putting that handle on, I think. Shit. I'll put it over here, and I'll just be careful not to go over. Let's scoot that over this way. Move this down. I'm over here. I'm over here. Ugh. Put that on. What's the chat saying? Matthew says Johnny is live right now. Dear Matthew, what would you do that for? Robert Ramirez says you are the true MVP. I appreciate it. See you later, Matthew. supper. Sanding is therapeutic, Deshaun. Absolutely, for me it is. Absolutely, for me it is. I do need to hit these bottom corners that I missed as well. Again, we start from the bottom, from the edge, we work our way 3/4 of the way through that way, and then we go back to this edge. Otherwise, if this very soft wood, we get tear out immediately. This rig works pretty good. Get some of that done pretty fast. Alright, let's get into the sanding. It's going to get our bevels nice and clean. I'm just kind of go on 45 and just roll. This is heavy sandpaper. This is like maybe somewhere around 100 grit. So it's going to knock off a good little bit of wood. It's not going to leave a bad edge. That's what we're going to do. Flatten that edge a little bit and then just round it over real soft. See if we can get a nice gentle roll over there or round over. On this side with the heart, I'm going to have to do that separate. I'll flip it over in a second so you can see it. Just kind of keeping that angle. And I think that's going to make, let's see if I can get you a good look at that. Move that way. And you can see right here, we got to clean that bevel out. We're just going to round it over. And soften the whole look up. So we'll just cut our own bevel with that sandpaper. It's good, but we gotta be careful. It can bite us by going too much too soon. And maintain the edge, and that knot is going to take it completely differently. And if you try to sand around as the same thing, as you knock that knot down, you're going to be tearing all kinds of wood out of every other piece around it. So I'm just going to soften this edge right over. Nice and gentle. Really need a big old clamp for this part. Get our corners again. Soften it up. these edges here. And just round them over. Oscar says hi. How you doing, Oscar? How are you doing today? We're just working, man. And at the top, we're going to put our own bevel, chamfer, whatever you want to call it, round over. That's kind of the beauty, though, of the custom work, right? Is that you're trying to make it look like it all happened the same way. Same edges, the same finishes. But you have to approach different things at different angles, different ways. No way I could do this with a plane. Not right here between the parts. No way can I not make it look different than the rest of the mallet without creating a visual problem for myself. I'm going to soften up all of these edges. See what it's all rough. And hit it with this first. And then once I've knocked all the little chips off, I'll come back with a lighter grit, clean it all up. This is really good at getting us to the truth. Get my shape established, get our edges established, and then we just have to finish it off, right? Because we're almost done with this now, believe it or not. Most of the hard stuff is over. It's like Legos now.